So an update episode on the passing of Wiseman David from yesterday, which we spoke about. On this particular episode, we're talking about another spiritual son of Prophet Shepherd Bushiri. I think he was, or he still is, I'm not sure exactly, by the name of Bishop or Apostle Franklin Monbo Mugisha, if you do know him. I've seen him a lot around Bushiri. I'm not sure exactly where he's from, whether it be Uganda or what, but he's very popular. He was very close to Bushiri, and he is a businessman. Now, he made a comment around the passing of Wiseman David that I wanted to talk about here, because he went live in the morning today, and his live video, 1,000 words. It's worth 1,000 words. I'm going to play it here, and I'm going to be back in a second.
This morning, I've come to issue a statement that is very clear that someone should just know my intention of post towards the death of Angela. And the reason why I did that, it's because I wanted to express my pain, express how I feel about seasons the enemy is taking over. And I want you to know that my intentions are pure, and they're pure for God. They are not there to hurt anyone, because I have not mentioned anyone's name. I'm here to bring enlightenment to all children, sons and daughters of Major One, and more especially to those people who deeply understand the dynamics and essential of prayer. I want you to note that every time there is a big meeting, a big strategy, crossover, and other days, the enemy fights. And this has been constant 5 full years. The enemy fights and kills our own. And when I talk about the enemy is not any human being. The enemy is the demonic force from hell. And as a spiritual man and as a leader, I cannot keep quiet if I don't tell people to wake up and pray.
Reality show with daily Christian commentary videos. If it's the first time over here, do be sure to check out the other videos that are down in the pinned comments. There'll be videos that were done all on today's episodes. Now, when we are speaking about the bishop here, what he said is quite telling. Now, I don't know if other ECG people will hear what he's saying, but he says around the times when they do events, there's a lot of people that die. He says there's just this mysterious aspect of people dying. He even mentions James Nee.
Your mind is tuned to the Spirit of God. You'll be clapping your hands and saying, we go to pray. Every time there is a strong event, whether it be South Africa, whether it be Malawi, and other meetings we have worked with Major One, there is an attack of the enemy. And now, narrow-minded people are thinking maybe someone is trying to attack the man of God. That is not right. That's not how I am made. I was not raised that way, to attack him. No. Or to attack anyone. I was raised up to raise up shelters of prayer.
He mentions other pastors. He mentions pastors from Zimbabwe. He mentions, and also you'll remember that when Bushiri was also going back to Malawi, there was a pastor that passed away who was in Cape Town, who got shot, whatnot. But in the case of James Nee and Wiseman David here, they both passed away from car crashes, both of them, and they both crashed into trucks, according to, if I can remember very well, the situation with James Nee. Now, the reason why I'm bringing this particular subject up, or the reason why I'm saying I don't know if ECG people are hearing or heard, or if anybody heard what he said there.
You should be praying when the events are there to be done. There must be a people who go and seek God for the people who are traveling, who are coming to the meeting, who are coming for the great crossover. We should be on our knees. We're not joking. When our own we knew, we had, who are our friends, when they die, we need to pray. We need to seek God. The Bible says, if my people who are called by my name, I'm calling up prone every man and every woman of God of ECG. Stop being negative. We must pray. When we see our people are perishing, we need to pray. We need to pray for these events. These events have a lot of issues. These events, people are being healed. In these events, people are being delivered. In these events, and the devil is not going to sit and watch. And this is why I said spiritual and wise people will understand what I'm talking about. Go on your knees, and I'm calling upon everyone that loves ECG, loves Major One. Stop being in the war mind.
Devil is on high alert when they have big events. Now, this can fall both ways. Now, why do I say this can fall both ways? Because there are people that can be there saying it is what, you understand? We don't have to say it directly. So there are people that might hear that and then say it's the other, say Msekriso over them. It's Msekriso and whatnot. You understand? And what he says fits that. Now, when he made the video, he also tackles the subject of people that heard his post when he said RIP and thought he was saying that. Okay? So the reason why I'm pointing that part out of that, the whole thing of sacrifice, whatnot, is that there were people that were saying that, and he made a video saying, I am not saying anything bad about the leader or anybody. I never mentioned any names. He says, as a matter of fact, the issue he is concerned with is that prayer warriors are needed so that they can guard as people, as there is big events. Like, so right now there is the 31st event, right? And somebody passes away from ECG who was close to Bushiri 2 days before the event actually happens. Not one person, not 2 people, not 3 people, not 4 people, 5 people. And so what he's saying is, I'm not saying there was a sacrifice. That's what he was even saying in the video. He says, the thing that I'm directly answering to, he says, I'm answering particularly, you people are too negative. You think that. You see, he says, you people are too negative. You think that the thing that to him, that it appears like, it's like the devil is on high alert. He's not sent. It's just on high alert because there's miracles that happen there. There's whatnot. So I'd advise you can go check out the video of Bishop Franklin.
That is war mind. You are in war mind. The devil has psychologically put you apart. So what are you doing? You are fighting back. Anybody saying something, you are taking it negative. There is nothing here. You must go back and pray. That's why I said go and pray. And that's why some of you are completely negative. Children of God, we must rise up in prayer before we think about those who are hacking and those who are praying with their phones and answering and thinking you are defending Major One. If Mike Angelos has died, if we have lost James Nee, we have lost people in Zimbabwe, we have lost people in Zambia in accidents. These are all signs that prayer warriors should rise up and pray against these accidents than sitting down and defending things you don't understand. I'll be the last person to destroy Major One or talk bad about Major One. I am not raised up to bring down men of God.
Quite interesting. I found it quite interesting because he sees there's a devil. We are devil somewhere, according to what he is saying. There are people that sometimes they can't hear, they make it sound like I said something. I'm literally repeating what he said. He said there's a devil somewhere doing things around the events of ECG. That's what you heard. And it's yes. So he's saying, prayer, people must pray. But now the reason why I said earlier on that I don't know if he's still an ECG member is that he says in the video that even though he might not be,
it's a pure lie that to say that nobody matters when they are not seen in ECG. We're still one family. We're still a family of God. I may not be Jesus Nation. I may be Empowerment Christian Prayer Center, but I still matter.
Still a spiritual son over there, or is he not, or what's going on? The thing that was interesting for me was that point. To say that he sees, he recognizes that there is something not devilish, But David is somewhere. He's not. He doesn't. He's like, I'm not saying the negative. Don't think the negative. He says there's something, man. There's an attack around ECG events. So I thought I'd come out here, report it for y'all guys, and put it out there. What are your thoughts? What are y'all guys hearing? What's going on and what's happening out there? Because we are many people, so we have many eyes. So we might see something that others might not see. And it's my duty to kind of report when I do see something out there, to say, this is what a man who was a member of the ECG branch is saying. He's saying that he sees a devil around the big events. Y'all tell me what your thoughts are on that particular one. I thought it was interesting enough for us to have a conversation about. And yesterday's episode still stands as it is. What I wanted to point out in that video is, do not dismiss what people say. Sometimes when people say something, there's something to take from that. But what you take is up to you. As for me and my house, you will not find me in a charlatan's church. Not today, not tomorrow.